All right. Hi, everybody. Oh, they say that you can do these 8 hours long, and I feel like that's so long. Okay, so in case you didn't notice, which I'm sure you have noticed by now, I spent the last weekend at Summit, and we learned so much good information, like so much. And I can't wait to go next year, and I can't wait for you all to be there with me next year. But in the meantime, I do want to teach you everything I learned. So I took half a notebook full of notes from all the sessions we had. So for the next couple weeks, basically what I'm planning on doing is each team call is going to be on one of the sessions we sat through. So the very first session we sat through was Bonnie's session, and she did it on creating a brand, your own brand. Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about today. Basically, the point of this is for you guys to do what feels natural and find your own voice while stepping a little outside your comfort zone without copying anybody else, okay? The most important thing is for you to be you. I mean, that's why we all start out doing this. You know, we're working out and we're getting healthy so we can feel better about ourselves and be the best version of ourselves, not the best version of someone else, okay? So there's a quote that goes, you can either be a first-rate version of yourself or a second-rate version of someone else. And I want you guys to keep this in mind because the same goes with coaching. You are going to follow some people and you're going to see their posts and go, oh my gosh, that's so great. You know I do that with Bonnie all the time, and I see a lot of other top coaches and I'm like, oh, that's brilliant. You know, even my friends, I see their posts and I go, oh, that's a really good idea. I don't have any good ideas today. I'm going to copy that, you know? And the problem with that is it's really hard for you to rephrase exactly in your own words and make it sound like you. And if you start doing it enough, you're not going to sound like you anymore, and you're not going to be you. And the problem with that is you're going to grow this big giant team, and you're going to have all these people who have never met you before and don't know you. And what happens when you go to Summit and you meet them for the first time and they go, wait a minute, like you're not anything what I pictured. You don't sound like I thought you were going to sound. You're not acting like I thought you were going to, act. And we don't want, oh, look at my new shirt. It's so cute, huh? Okay. Sorry. I'm excited. I came back from Summit. I had a whole box full. Speaking of which, don't forget to hit Success Club so you can all get cute shirts like I have. All right. Anywho, another good rule to stick with is the BFF rule. And I should quote Bonnie on this because she said she was going to trademark it or something like that. Basically, the BFF rule is don't post something on social media that you wouldn't say to your best friend, okay? I know that we kind of all have a text talk that we do when we're texting or typing online. So just make sure that when you're making your post, make sure it's something that you would actually say to a real life person, okay? If you need to read this out loud, do that. I mean, if you are saying it right, it's not going to sound stupid. If you're reading out loud and you're going, wow, that doesn't sound like me, okay? Type what you are saying out loud so it sounds more like you. Be relatable. And I know we've talked about this before, and I've talked to one of my coaches about it earlier, two of my coaches about this earlier this week. You need to be relatable, okay? The most important part is for you to be posting pictures of your journey. First off, this is because pictures and videos are going to be more seen by anybody than just text. Second off, picture all these people in your cold market that have never seen you before. They've never met you. They've never talked to you, and they're just reading words. How are they going to get to know you? So for me, I have never met Bonnie before, but I had been following her for over a year before I signed up to be a coach. But by the time I did sign up, I legitimately felt like I already knew her. Same with the girls that Monica and I stayed with at Summit. Like, I felt like I knew them before I met them because of their posts. And that's going to really help you attract people to you because they're going to feel comfortable around you. They're going to feel like they can trust you more, and that's going to make them more likely to sign up with you. Also, don't follow people who cloud your creativity. This kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier. So say you follow a bunch of coaches, and because you don't really know what to post about at the beginning, but then, like I said before, their ideas start turning into your ideas, and all of a sudden you're not coming up with your own ideas. Okay, my advice for this would be to honestly post about your day. This is the hint that I was told to do at the beginning, is to try your best to make 3 posts a day. Okay, so the first post, it doesn't matter the order. One post has to be about your workout. 1 post about Shakeology or healthy eating, and your 3rd post something about your life. And I think that's a good basis to stick with, and that makes it really simple and laid out for you. Okay, and when you think of it like that, it's really not difficult. But say you wake up one day and you really have no ideas, and I know that happens to me sometimes. What I would recommend then is you can go check out somebody else's page, any coach you want, and get an idea. And that way you're not looking at them all day and taking their words instead of making them your own. One thing I'll do too is if I do see a post I like, I'll write it in the notes section of my phone, and I'll just kind of like paraphrase it. But then in like a week from now when I'm out of ideas, I'll go back and use that. And that way I can't even remember exactly their wording of the post, and it'll much more likely be in like my own words. And it won't sound, the same as somebody else's. Oh, this is a big one, and this is definitely something that I learned. So it's really easy for us in us trying to attract people to us to say the benefits of coaching. Okay, so we're gonna say something like, oh, with all this Beachbody money, I've been paying off my student loans. With all this extra Beachbody money, I got my hair done, I got my nails done, I went out to eat, blah, 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 whatever. All right, well, yes, that is a great thing to do because you want to attract people like that. However, you don't want people who are simply money hungry. You also want people who are going to work very hard for you. And I know this is something I need to work on, so I know we all need to work on it too, is to focus on the fact that we work hard, okay? I know that for a lot of us, this is a part-time job. It's on the side. You're maybe just doing it to make a little bit of extra cash. But it's still hard work. And I get that, you can do it while you're sitting in front of the TV and like we're being better by working out and making ourselves better. But it's still hard work. If it was easy, everyone would be doing this and everyone would be making a ton of money, and none of us are in the million club yet. So clearly we have to work hard to get there. So the point is that we need to portray to our readers and to our viewers that we work hard, because whatever you portray as the qualities you have and the qualities you want, those are the kind of people you're going to attract. So don't be afraid to say how hard you're working. And then, in later posts, say the rewards, and that's going to attract people who are also willing to work hard, not people who just want like a quick money and whatever the word is. I'm trying to think of a, yeah. Also say things like things you have to sacrifice too, just as an example for extra things to say. So say like, oh man, I'm so far behind on my TV shows. Oh, I had to miss out on, this tonight. I had to miss out on that, but it's going to be worth it in the end, because that's going to attract the kind of people that you want on your team. And I know it's easier for a lot of people to get challengers, but you do want to sign up coaches and you want people who are going to work hard with you, because, those people are going to help even more people. And that's the way we're going to help the most people we possibly can. And it's crazy. I heard a couple stories at Summit about how you post the qualities you have and the qualities you want in a coach, and they're just drawn to you. And one of the coaches that presented us Summit, even showed a picture. She's like, look, we all took this team photo. We had all never met before, and we all did the exact same pose. And I thought that was really cool, because it's like you don't realize that you are actually attracting people just like you, as long as you post as you and you post as yourself and you're not copying somebody else. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one. Create curiosity. Don't tell everybody everything, okay? So if they can find out everything on your profile, why would they ever need to come to you and ask any questions? This can be something as simple as the Shakeology on the outside of your bottle. Oh, the Shakeology on the outside of your bottle does not always need to be facing forward in your pictures, okay? You don't always need to tell them exactly the exact workout you're doing or exactly all the details about the meal plan or what adventures you're going on. You want them to be intrigued by your life, and you want them to be able to find out more, whether it's Beachbody related or not. Like, you want them to be interested, and then interested enough that they're like, this person's life is really awesome and interesting, and I want to find out more. You can also prompt people to message you. And I know we've talked about this a little bit before, but not all of them, but try and end some of your posts in questions, because this is very interactive. So I definitely tried to do this the other day. And what I did was, it wasn't even anything about Beachbody. Like, it was a little anti-Beachbody, because when we were in Tennessee, I had this blackberry cornbread ice cream. And I know it sounds weird, it was so delicious. So I made a post that was, I tried this. What's the most delicious, this shouldn't taste good food that you've ever tried? And I got more comments on that picture than I've gotten on any picture in the past couple weeks. And like I've told you before, when you're getting more activity on your posts, more people are going to be able to come. They're going to be more likely to see your pictures and your posts in the future. So you definitely want as much interaction as you can, and asking questions is going to do that and bring people to your page more often. Also, let them know that you are always available. You want to make sure they know that they can contact you whenever they want, which is important, because why would you go to someone for support and keeping you on track with your goals if you're never going to be available for them? This kind of goes back to what I was saying about the curiosity thing, is don't shove brands, okay? You don't want to just be like, Shakeology, 21-day fix, 21-day fix, People are going to get tired of that, and they're going to feel like you're selling things, okay? That's why it's like, you don't even have to turn the word Shakeology towards the viewer. It doesn't really matter. They're going to see you're drinking a shake, and when it comes to the time that they're ready for a nutrition plan, they're going to still remember that, and it's going to feel less like you're trying to sell them. So also on this note, remember to be in the picture, you guys. I don't care if it's your foot. I don't care if it's your hand. Do not just stick a product in your camera's view and take a picture of that, okay? That's gonna make you come off as salesy, and that's not gonna connect you at all, and people are definitely not gonna feel like they're getting to know you. Yes, so don't do that. I really absolutely loved this idea that Bonnie had about creating your own best friend, okay? And I don't mean like best friend like I have best friends. I mean a best friend in the sense of you wanting to be there for the person that you used to be, before you started Beachbody, when you may have been out of shape, when you may have been depressed, when you may have had low confidence or low self-esteem and you weren't happy at all. So keep this best friend in mind when you're making your post. On the days that you're sitting there going, I don't know what to post about, I don't really know what kind of person I'm trying to attract, think about that person you were and think about exactly the words that you wanted to hear when you were going through that time of your life, okay? So for example, like a few months ago, I was at a point where I was not confident, I didn't feel good about my body, and I didn't have the motivation to do anything. So I'm going to make a post directly to that person. It's going to say, talk about how much my confidence has grown as a person and how easy it's actually been to get to this point. And that's going to go straight to that person. And the person we all were before we started Beachbody is the same as so many other people. And by you directing it to your old self, you're going to really be directing it to half the people or more on your profile page. I know we already mentioned this before. Don't be afraid to talk about work or the gritty details. I mean, your life isn't all rainbows and butterflies. I know for me, it's gotten a lot better. I'm a lot happier. And, you know, for the most part, everything is way better. But that's not realistic to show everyone rainbows and butterflies. Like, you got to show them that it is hard work. And, you know, there's still ups and downs. And just because you joined Beachbody, it's not like some miracle. I mean, it is a miracle, but you know what I'm talking about. You will only get what you give, okay? So if you're not showing the world, your Facebook world, who you are, they're not going to want to show you. So I'll give you the example of like a why. So say you're talking to a new person that you want to become a challenger. And you're asking them, you know, why do you want to do this? If you give them some shallow, like surface answer, like, I'm doing this to get in shape, they're going to give you that same answer back. Okay. Something that's just skimming the surface. But if you sit there and you open up and you say, I'm doing this because I don't feel confident. I don't like the person I am. You know, I don't feel comfortable with my clothes off. Whatever the case may be, if you're opening up to them, they're going to open up right back to you. It's going to create a better connection. They're going to trust you more. And the whole relationship from there on out is going to be better. Side note, be honest. I just found out about a coach who lies to all her challengers. And that's really sketchy to me because she wants to connect with them. Please don't do that because no one on my team is going to be a liar. You're all going to be awesome and honest and attract the right sort of people. All right. Sorry. Side note. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Okay. I have seen a lot of posts, not by anyone on our team because our team's awesome, but by coaches who like to post depressing things. And I don't mean that you can't say, you know, that something's wrong in your life or, you know, something really tragic happened. That's fine. But you complaining and whining and getting drunk to solve your problems or being pissed off at someone because they don't agree with you, that's not going to attract the right people. Okay. The whole point of this conversation is because we want you to attract the right people by simply being you, with the exception of if you are an alcoholic or if you start fights with people. Don't share that. Just pretend that doesn't exist. So like I said, be positive, you know, and I was talking to a potential coach earlier today, and that silly saying, fake it till you make it, I really do believe in that, you know. Be as positive as you can on your profile. And, you know, like I said before, obviously it's not 100% of the time, not everything's perfect, but if you are down and depressed all the time, no one wants to be supported and no one wants to be motivated by that. And I can promise you that the more you work on being positive on your Facebook, on the outside, the more positive you're going to feel on the inside. I was just telling Drew earlier today, like I used to come home and for no reason, I was just negative and down about stuff. And ever since I learned that you're not supposed to post anything negative on Facebook, I have only posted positive stuff and I've been a much more positive person. And then my time hop reminds me that I have grown a lot, which is good. Stay consistent. I know we talk about this all the time, but it's so important. If you're posting and someone's following you and they're motivated by you and they're so excited, and then all of a sudden you just stop posting because you don't feel like it for a few days or you get bored or you get distracted, that person is going to go find someone else who is consistent. Okay? Don't let them do that. You don't want that. It's so easy to post 3 times a day, you guys. I'm not going to lie. I kind of struggle with it too, but I have no excuse to. Like, this is not hard. This is the easiest part of this job is to make 3 posts about your life a day. Okay? We need to stay consistent for everyone who is watching us, everyone who's following us, and everyone who will come to us for support in the future. Um, oh, this is a good one, is post about where you want to go in the future, okay? How are you going to expect people to have goals and want to reach them if you're not telling people what your goals are and then what you're going to do to reach them? People want to go on your journey with you, okay? They don't want to feel like they're on the sidelines. They want to go through their journey while you're going through your journey. So, you feel like you're together, you feel like you have support. And you can't do that if you're not telling people, where you're going and then expect them to tell you where they're going. So post things like, for me, when I was at Summit and I saw the award presentation they did for Melanie Mitro for the #1 coach, and I just sat there and I was like, oh my God, that's all I want in life. So that's my goal, is I want to go to top 10. I want to be in Bora Bora or Italy or wherever they have their top 10 trip. And it doesn't even have to be Beachbody related, It can be just fitness related or health related or whatever you want, but make goals so that they can see it too. A little project I want you guys to do on the side is make a list of 3 different things. Okay, so 1, you're going to make a list of what is normal about you, okay? Something such as you love food, you like making new friends, you hate doing laundry, you hate doing dishes, you like a certain TV show, something like that. Then you're going to make a list of everything that you have overcome. Okay, so lack of, for me, for example, I've overcome lack of confidence. I've overcome my negativity, all this stuff. I've overcome the fact that I actually see why people are my friends now, which is a really great feeling. So make a list of everything that you've overcome, especially since you started Beachbody. And the 3rd list is going to be what makes you special and unique. So for me, it's going to be something like my fishies, or something like that I have been to a new country every year since I started dating Drew, or that I like trying new foods and I'll try anything once, something that makes you different. So what you're going to do is, especially on days where you're having trouble thinking of things to post, you can draw from these things, okay? So the things that are normal about you is going to make things more realistic. It's going to help people easily connect to you because chances are they feel the same way. Things you've overcome, is going to make people who are struggling in their life being like, oh, well, I already do relate to them. I'm a lot like them, and I can overcome that too if they did it. And things that are special about you, you just want to make yourself stand out. You want to be a little different, a little interesting. There's not that many coaches, but you still want to stand apart from everybody else. Make sure you have value. So we are offering them something. And I'm not just talking about offering them a product where we get commission, okay? We're offering them a new lifestyle. We're offering them a better life. We're offering them more confidence. We're offering them support. And they need to know that you do have something to offer and what exactly that is, instead of just being like, oh, this person works out a lot. Okay, so a couple of recaps is, first off, remember that best friend. Every time you're posting, post to that best friend, the person that you were before Beachbody. Okay, because obviously those are the people that do need Beachbody in their life the most. Remember that if you are not doing the work, you cannot expect other people to want to do the work with you. If you are not working hard in your business, do not expect your coaches to work hard. If you are not doing your workout, do not expect your challengers to work out. If you're having a cheat meal every single day, well, your challengers probably are too, because if you're not doing it, why should they? Try and remember, audit your social media, or just ask me, and I am more than happy to look at your guys' posts and check them out and see how they're going and give you some what's the word I'm looking for? Constructive criticism, and tell you how awesome you're doing too. Check check out your social media, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or whatever you choose, and look to see if you are your own brand or if you are a copy of someone else. I can help you out with this, or your coach can help you out with it, or another challenger. If you guys have a success partner already, they can help you out with it too. When I look at your Facebook, I want to see in your pictures your face, your hand, any part of your body. I don't really care. I just don't want to see the products just sitting there, okay? You want to make sure that your story is known through the products rather than the company, okay? I want to know how this is benefiting my life, how Shakeology, how the workouts are helping me, rather than just these are the products that are helping me, not showing how they're helping me, if that made sense. Sorry. I'm tired. Country heat is getting to me. Also remember, does the vibe speak to the tribe you want? Are you portraying the kind of person that you want to be on your team? Okay. So for me, I like to make a list. I want someone who's happy. I want someone who's positive. I want someone who isn't afraid to be tired and work hard and get dirty and help people even when they are at their lowest. Okay. You know, for me, it's important to have someone who will work hard no matter what, even when it's hard, and who's going to reach their goals, because that's more important than sitting on the couch. Ooh, this is a good thing too. Every product we have is sold on Amazon, and it's sold on all these other sites. And literally, most of the time, they're about the same price. The only difference, the only reason they're going to buy from you is because of you, okay? The reason they buy from Beachbody is going to be because they have you there to support them and you as a coach. So just remember that these people are coming to you for support because of you and who you are. Let them see that, and don't mislead them by making them think that you're somebody that you're not, because you're all awesome. And I want everyone to see that. All right, last thing, just one thing to remember is that it is your goal by posting and everything you put on your page to help others see why it is worth it to do what it takes, everything it takes to make their dreams and goals come true, okay? And you can do that just depending on what you post. Make them see that it's possible and that it's going to happen, and they're going to be just as successful and happy as you. All right. So just remember to be yourself and don't copy anyone. If you need ideas, I can help give you ideas. Really, once you get off your couch and start moving around, ideas will just come to you. You guys got this. You're totally capable of this. I know you're all awesome people, and I don't see why anyone wouldn't want to follow you or have them as their coach. So keep up the good work. And if you guys have any questions, just let me know. All right. Have a good night, guys. Bye.